Are you guys looking to customize your Shopify contact form? You want to add drop-down field, or you want to add checkbox field, phone number field, text area field, but you don't want to code. Is that what you're thinking on your head? That without coding, you'll be able to add multiple fields on Shopify contact form. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Because in this video, I'll show you guys how you can add one piece of code, a section through which you'll be able to create multiple fields, all drag and drop without any code. Yes, you heard it right. You won't be editing any code. You won't be playing around with the code. All you have to do is just drag and drop from your theme customizer to add drop down field, to add checkbox field, to add website field, to add phone number field, to add text area field, to add multiple checkboxes. All you have to do is just follow this video, subscribe to this channel if you want to keep learning about Shopify and improve your Shopify store. And let's get into it. That's my development store. And on this development store, at the bottom of my development store, I have this contact form where you can see I have first name, last name, email address. So these are the default fields, right? But phone number, it's not available. You'll have to add it via code. But don't worry, you won't be adding any code in this video. It's just a section which you'll be adding, and all of the fields you'll be getting within that section. Phone number field, date field, website address. So here's a drop down menu, drop down field, and here's a radio buttons and a range slider, a checkbox, and a text area field. So did you ever imagine that you could do that without adding any code, like without editing and without playing with the liquid file code? But you can do that after watching this video. So let me first show you these features which you will be getting. So if I go to my customize, that's a contact form which you can simply add by clicking on add section button. And you will find this here, contact form with text. And what are the features in it? Let me show you. So these are all of the blocks. Again, you can add email, phone, date, website address. You can add checkbox, and you can add multiple fields, right? But let me show you the more features which you'll be getting on top of adding these fields. So if I click on this contact form with text section, I can play around with the alignment. So if I click on center, you can see the text which we have here is now showing up on the top, and the form is now full width. We can do the right alignment, and we can do the left alignment. Cool, right? So let's try changing the heading, test heading, and let's try changing the paragraph below the heading. Test paragraph, text position, top center, top right, left. Okay, so it's here, and let's move it to top left. Perfect. Now let's try changing the text size. Great. We can also change the text size, and you can see the field text size is also, the field label is also being increased, right? I think 100% is good enough. Yep, that's fine. Okay, now let's change the text color. Great. We can also change the button label color. So let's change it to something else like yellow or maybe green. Here we have. We can also change the button background color. Let's do black. Looks good, right? And now we have button border radius. So let's decrease it to 0 and see how the without radius button looks like. So that's how the without radius button looks like. And that's the overall layout size, which we can increase and decrease. Okay, inner padding, outer margin, and we can add CSS for the whole form, and we can also mobile CSS separately. So all of the sections which I'm creating, on my YouTube channel have this feature now that you'll be able to add custom CSS for desktop and the separate CSS for mobile if you want to, and it will be affected on 480px. And other than this contact form section, I have created multiple other sections, video with autoplay feature if you want to learn that. I have created a transparent header. Recently, I created a tutorial on mega menu, and we have this custom sale badge with the % discount offer. We have a FAQ section. So all of these are sections where you won't be needing to customize any code. All you have to do is just copy and paste the section code which I'll provide you guys, and this will be functional. So now let's add this contact form section on a new theme, and let me show you how you can do that on your own without needing a developer. Okay, now let's click on exit and go back to our themes. I'm gonna leave this page, and that's the theme where I have added all of the codes and where I have done all of the customization. All of the theme I have made some customization, so I'm going to install a fresh Dawn theme. Okay, so click on this add Dawn theme, and our theme is being installed. So guys, while this theme is being installed, make sure to subscribe the channel if you want to keep notified about the new sections which we add in our YouTube channel. Also, there's a link in the description if you are new to Shopify and you want to sign up Shopify for just $1 a month. Yes, you can sign up to Shopify with just $1 a month. Link in the description. Sign up through that link and you will have your Shopify store live for just $1 a month. So what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the description. Okay guys, so our Dawn 14.0.0 has been installed. I'm going to hit publish and then publish again. Perfect. Our Dawn 14.0.0 is live now. Now let's preview our Dawn 14.0.0, which is the latest version, by the way. And I'll be creating a new version video as well. So if you find any issues with the code, please let me know in the comments and I'll create a new video after fixing the code. So keep commenting and keep letting me know about what more you would like to learn. Okay, so that's the default Dawn theme. What we'll be doing, we'll add a custom contact form with the multiple fields which we had on our previous theme. Okay, so let's go to our theme code editor, click on these three small dots and then click edit code. Before editing the code, guys, make sure to have a backup of your theme, create a duplicate in case you're working on a live theme, and all of the codes which I provide in this YouTube channel, most of them works on all free themes, just like this one. It will work completely fine on all themes, not just the free themes, this one specifically, because we'll be just adding a new section. We are not editing the existing code on the theme. Whenever I create a new video and before adding code, I mention that which themes are supportable, but in this case, it's gonna work completely fine on all of your themes. No matter you're using a paid theme, using a free theme, it's going to work completely fine. Okay, now let's go to code editor, click on edit code. So guys, we have our code editor open and all we have to do is just add a new section. So scroll down and open this folder and click on add a new section. And you can select liquid and you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it contact form section. Click on done. Perfect. Your section is created. Now remove all of the current code and paste the code which is provided here. Link will be in the description. So that's a blog post on our website. And again, you can name this section whatever you want to. And that's the code which you will be adding. So click on copy code and then paste this on a new section file which you created and then click save. And that's it. And all you had to do is just press Ctrl C and press Ctrl V to get all of these fields on your theme customizer. Now let me show you. Now click on these three small dots and then click on customize theme. I'm going to open that on a new tab. And now let's add it to our homepage. So click on add section and here we will have contact form with text. Here's the section, click on that. And here we have all of the fields where we can add. So contact form by Websense Pro, a free section where you can add custom fields without any code and without any app, right? So now let's add some fields. And we have first name, last name, email, message. Now let me add a drop down field. And how often do you shop? So it already have some fields. We can make this field optional. We can make this field required, and we can select the width of it as well. So half width will look like this, full width will look like this. And you have to just add comma for option list. You can also add dynamic source by adding the meta field. You can also pull in the meta field value on the drop down field. And option 1, I'm just showing you guys how it's going to work. Option 2, add comma, option 3. And let's hit save. And now let's preview our home page to make sure it's working fine. Click refresh. And here you can see we have this drop down field with the options which we added, right? Now let's try some other fields. Let's do radio buttons. So here we have radio buttons. And let's click on the radio button block. And again, we have the option of field is required or optional. So if you make it required, you'll have to select the radio button to make sure that it's required. Width, half and full, again, that's the same option. And we can also define the number of columns. So we have 3 items and 3 number of columns. Let's add in the 4th option here and click save. And now let's preview our home page to make sure we have the field showing up. Yes, we have our radio button showing up. Cool, right? Now let's go back and add some other blocks. So click on add block and let's add in the checkboxes. By the way, you can also add single checkbox. If you don't have multiple checkbox, you can just add in for accepting the terms and condition, which normally you would add. I'm going to add checkboxes for now. Okay, so that's the checkboxes. Let's click on the checkbox block. Again, we have option to define the number of columns from 1 to 3. So that's how the 3 column checkbox will look like. And that's how the 1 column checkbox will look like. Fit width can be full and half. Field is required or optional. You can define it here. Again, just add in comma and add in your options which you want to add. I just added the 4th option just to show you guys, right? And let's add in the range slider, which is my favorite. So that's the range slider which you can add. So here we have the range slider. We can define the minimum value and we can define the maximum value. Field is required or optional. You can mention it here. Level of satisfaction, let's try changing it to 100 and let's increase the step to 10. So each step will be a 10-point step, right? Now click save and let's preview how this field will look like. Okay, let's go back and hit refresh. And here you go. So you can see it has now 10-step range slider, which is from 0 to 100. Looks cool, right? Okay, let's check out some other fields, the other blocks which we have. So that was range slider. Let's add website one. So here we can add the URL. Here we can input URL from the user. We can make it optional or required field. Again, the half and full option. And we can change the label and we can also add the placeholder like this here. So customer will know that they will need to add in the URL, right? And what other options which we have? So these are the info text one, the text input. So if you click on add block, you can have text input. You can like name it whatever you want, name, last name, whatever you want to name it. Now let's check out the info text one. Here it's just a plain text which you want to add. So if you want to add heading and a plain text on your contact form, you can also do that, right? Now let's submit this form and see if it's throwing the email, right? Okay, now let's go back, hit refresh. And now I'm going to fill up the form and see all of the custom fields if these are showing up on my email. So by default, Shopify contact form sends you email to the store owner email. That's what this form is going to do. And it will show all of the fields which we added in the email. Okay, now let's do that. Bilal, Nasir, that's my first and last name. And let's add in test5@gmail.com for testing purposes. This is a test message to test contact form. Okay, how often do you shop? I'm going to select option 2. And how did you hear about us? Friend and family. What kind of services are you looking for? Option 4. Level of satisfaction, 60. Website address, and test.com. And now I'm going to press submit. Perfect. Our contact form is submitted now. Now let's check out the email if we have a new email. It normally takes a minute, right? Okay, so that's the latest submission. And as you can see, I have his first name, last name, email, and we have this message field. How often do you shop? I selected option 2. How did you hear about us? Friend and family. What kind of services are you looking for? I selected option 4. Label of satisfaction, 60. Website address, test.com. Form location. So it's gonna give you the form location as well, which is by default not available in Shopify. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to add more fields to this custom contact form section. Until next video, have a great day.